Good morning, everyone. Day 86. Well, it's not raining. Rained again last night. Woke up, everything is wet on the outside, and obviously I have a lot of condensation. I end up camping in some grass, so you always get a lot of condensation then. Got a late start. 30 minutes later than what I normally start, and that's because I took the time to actually wipe the tent down inside and out. So it's damp now, so hopefully when I open it up it won't take very long to dry. It is a cool morning. I am wearing my rain suit, not because it's raining, but really it's just for a windbreaker. It's cold. My fingers are extremely cold. Temperature says it's 43 degrees, so it can warm up a few degrees, but then stay there. I don't mind it being cooler when I'm hiking, because once I get hiking and the blood flowing, you warm up pretty quick. So the goal today is just to again try to get more miles than yesterday, and get across this tree that's across the trail. So, but anyways, like always, man, take you along. So I've talked about condensation before in the past. Again, I have a duplex, Z-Pex duplex, and they're known for condensation. It does have a couple of screens up by the top, but I really don't think they're large enough to do the job by themselves. So what is neat about the duplex is I can adjust the vestibule height from the ground. So when it's raining, I usually will have those things adjusted so that maybe they're only 2 inches off the ground, right? And what that does is it keeps the hard rain from hitting the ground and then bouncing the mud up into my bathtub. Because normally if it's not going to rain, or if it's a nice evening, you can adjust those outer vestibules so that they could be 5-6 inches high, right? And then it allows enough airflow so that you don't get condensation. But like I said, if it's a downpour, the rain hits the ground, the muddy water splashes back up into your bug screen and then into your bathtub. So there's places not to camp. Obviously the grass is one of them, because the grass is really tall. It just holds moisture. You don't want to camp on a bunch of wet leaves. Again, it's just holding moisture. If you camp in a gap, you're going to get that cloudy, that misty, wet cloud in the morning. And if it rains, it's even worse, right? You don't necessarily want to camp next to a stream. It's pretty, but again, you'll get condensation, and that's where the mosquitoes hang out. So the problem is, some people can hike to a destination, and I had to do that during the Smokies, where you had to stay at a certain place, and that forces you to be there. And there's good to bad about that, right? It forces you to make miles if you're a slow hiker, such as myself. But you know, for the most part, I was hurting, and to be at a certain place just enhances that hurt. So I'm one of those hikers that will hike until I'm either extremely tired or my feet are just screaming, and they're saying, "Hey, I can't go anymore." And then I'll start looking for a spot. Now I try to reserve that until, I usually start looking around 4. But if I don't find a campsite until 5 or 6, that's okay with me. I just want to make sure I have one. And like I said, the level of real estate is a prize out here. So for the most part, tent sites, I get passed. I don't think I pass one person. I think everybody passes me. So, if it's around 5 o'clock and you got, 4 or 5 people passing you, you can almost guarantee that those tent sites are gone. So, and also when I'm in the camp mode, I just like to have some privacy, right? I mean, you got to get up in the morning and dig a cat hole, and I just don't want to worry about other people. So I don't mind finding one of these little stealth sites that are just off the trail, but I prefer the ones that are even further off the trail, or making one myself. So that's just the way I am. So anyways, I think we were talking about condensation. As it gets warmer, I can leave one of those vegetable doors open, and that will definitely give me enough airflow where I won't get condensation in that tent. Now, I've already demonstrated that if I sleep at the higher elevations, and as long as it's not storming, you're always going to get that cool breeze up there at the top, and that'll keep you from getting condensation too. It's just that it's not always favorable for me to be at those spots, right? I mean, sometimes it's close to 7 o'clock, and I don't care where I sleep. I'm just pulling over. So, anyways, I'm just chatting. So, we'll turn you off for now and come back later when there's something to see. So what do I think about Virginia so far? Well, somebody had told me that if you make it to Virginia, it'd be more like rolling hills. And I think it was Kathy. I think she read it from the AWOL guide that that's what it stated. Or maybe I heard it from somebody else, but Virginia's rocky. It's a lot of the same of North Carolina and Georgia. I don't think the rocks are going to go away. You always hear about the Pennsylvania rocks, right? And but nobody told me about the Virginia rocks. There are some rolling hills, though, or what I consider like rolling hills. But what I found, that when you climb the mountains, and even though that there might be a lower elevation, they seem to be either steeper incline or ascent than what I remember from Georgia or North Carolina. And I could be wrong on that. It could be just that, hey, I've lost a lot of weight. I don't have the energy that I used to have. I'm eating a lot of calories, junk, just trying to maintain that. But I've been taking more breaks. Going up these ascents and huffing and puffing again, so it's almost like I'm starting all over again. So I don't know if that's just normal, or if it's just me, or if I'm just lacking something, nutrition. I don't know. I'll try to get a handle on that. I think most of my muscle that I had is gone. It's turned, my upper half is pretty much just flab. Skeleton, really. My calves are definitely big, like Popeyes, probably from climbing all these hills. And some of my leg muscles are still there from working out, but even the back leg muscle, I must not be working out that particular part of the leg, because even that is starting to turn a little flabby. So but anyways, that's what I'm noticing. I think Virginia is pretty, but again, the leaves are starting to fill everything in, so it's even with the naked eye, it's harder to see out. It's more like just walking through the woods. So anyways, I'm chatting again. Talk to you later. So it's about 12:30. I just probably spent 15-20 minutes. There was a gentleman on the plateau that was serving trail magic, so I had a glass of Coke and a little bag of Doritos. I believe there is a tent site once I get up this mountain, and I'll take another break and actually have some lunch. This has been a long climb, so beautiful day though. Looks like supposed to get down in the low 40s again tonight. I think it's like 42, so it's going to be another chilly night. And then rain is coming in. 90% sounds like Tuesday and Wednesday. So, and I believe today's Saturday. So anyways, I'm going to put you away for now. Chat with you later. So that last pic was from Kelly's Knob view, and there obviously was some better views, but you would have to jump like 2-foot spaces of nothing in order to get to the rocks to get the pics, and I'm not real fond of heights, so I chose not to do that. I gave you the best pic that I could give you, but there were certainly better pics if you could get out there. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Here you go, Mark. Move. What did you all think of that black snake? It had to be all of a 5 or 6 footer, right? Yeah, I don't like any snakes. I think those snakes are harmless. I think they're like our Gertner snake out of Michigan, but just much bigger. So I think they actually call them a black rat snake. So, but anyways, that was pretty cool. That was my first big snake. It can be my last now too. So, but anyways, it's 4 o'clock. I'm tired, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna look for a tent site and call it a day. I gotta set up my tent and let it dry out anyway. It's been wet for the last couple of days. So, anyways, take you along. So I'm gonna go ahead and close day 86. I did 11 miles today. I'm 31 miles from my next resupply, so that should be probably 2 or 3 days away. So anyways, looking forward to chatting tomorrow. We'll see y'all then. Not really. Good night.